Hey, this is your local super geek Eddie Dillinger here in Atlanta, Georgia, SEO consultant as well as web designer. I run my own SEO company called Dillinger Media. You can check it out at http://dillingermedia.online.com//WordPress. Anyways, the reason why I'm doing this tutorial today is a friend of mine asked me about Google Analytics tracking. Analytics tracking is very important if you want to see the traffic that's coming into your website, as well as the traffic sources, as from, for example, where they're coming from, which sites they are coming from, whether they're coming from the Google search engine, or they're coming from Facebook, or they're coming from some other form of advertising like the Yellow Pages or Merchant Circle. Also, you want to track what people are doing, how engaged they are while they're on your website, and we'll take a look at some numbers here in a second. I happen to be deploying a website right now, and it needs to have the analytics software script installed. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Google Analytics. Here, I'll go to google.com. Now, you're going to have a Google account in order to do this. If you don't have a Gmail account already, I highly suggest that you go ahead and get one. It's free, and you have a lot of storage for an email account. Also, they have very handy ways to sort and organize your email, as well as the ability to attach large files and email them back and forth to each other. So a lot of great things going on as far as Gmail. So go ahead and grab your Google account today. So let's go to Google Analytics. This is the official website right here. All right. Enterprise class web analytics made smarter, friendlier, and free. I love Google. They have a lot of free, handy things in their arsenal that you can use, and I certainly use, that are absolutely free of charge. And I use a lot of their free software to run my own company with. Now, over here, I got the Google Analytics dashboards. And what I want to do from here is add a new site. So I'm going to go up here to select an account and create a new account. Yes, so I'm going to sign up. All right, next it's asking me for the website's URL. Well, I got this website over here I happen to be working on for a client, and I'm simply going to plug in the URL where it's asking for it. Right here, and new account sign up. So the website's URL. You can plug in your own URL if you have your own blog or your own website. And I'm going to leave the account name the same as the URL. And I'm Eastern time. So continuing to move forward. Yes, I agree to the above terms and conditions. Click on that, and then click on create a new account. Now, this is the most important part. Don't skip this step. You got to cut and paste this code into your website, into the header normally. Now, if you want to track every page, then you're going to have to find a way to get this on every page. Fortunately, with WordPress, it's really easy to attach these scripts inside the WordPress ecosystem. I use WordPress, I use Thesis, and Thesis has a specific spot on the back end where you can plug in the Google Analytics code. So I'm going to go to this box, hit Control-A, select all of this, and hit Control-C for copy, or you can use a mouse and click copy. Now I'm going to go back to the back end of Thesis. With Thesis, I just plug the code into Stat Software and Scripts. This is the most up-to-date version of Thesis 1.7 because I have a developer's license for it. Now, if you're using Thesis, it would be under Site Options, and it would be in this left toolbar widget right here. I would simply expand Stat Tracking Scripts, plug that right in, and hit the big ass Save button. And that's all there would be to that. Now, if you're running a WordPress blog and you don't have Thesis, what you can do is simply install a plugin. So you'll go to Plugins and Add New, and then you'll look for Google Analytics. And There are tons of plugins just for this one function. Ultimate Google Analytics seems to have a 5-star rating, or WP Google Analytics was what I was using before I upgraded to Thesis. Now, this is an excellent way to get the analytics tracking software into your blog, and it's a very handy way to get tracking functionality. That way you can report back to your clients if you have clients, or if you're simply just looking for a way to look at what people are doing on your website to see if they're staying on your website, if they're engaged, if they're interested, or if they're bouncing back to another website. This is an excellent way to track what they are doing, and you're definitely going to want to do that just so you know who your audience is, where they're coming from, and exactly how interested they are in your content. Alright, well, that ends this tutorial for today. I hope it's been informative as well as educational for you.